Hello and good afternoon. If you will just be patient with me for a moment, I'm trying to figure out about Facebook. They have started me. Okay, I'm sorry, I found myself. Hello, how are you today? I'm feeling a little bit out of body, I guess, because I feel like I've missed a couple of weeks. And anyway, I am happy to be with you today. I'm happy to have my copy of the new upcoming annual catalog. Hey, Tina. And I'm going to, I can't open it. I can show you the front cover. But I did get to pre-order, and I have some of my things, and I'm able to show them to you. My understanding is no inside of the catalog. Hi, Faith. But as long as it is product that I have purchased and I own, I can show you the product. So I think that is the way it goes. And so I'm going to be doing that. So I'm going to set this aside just for a moment. Don't let me open that. And I wanted to show you that this month, for anyone that orders $50 from me and uses this host code right here, I'm going to send them a package of designer series paper. Some specialty paper is in there, and it is paper that is going to retire on May 4th, and then some paper that was in the fall holiday catalog that has already retired. But it's 25 sheets, and it's cut to 4 by 5 1/4, and it could be the fronts of 25 cards. So if you're interested in that, you'll get that free with a $50 purchase. So let's go back to the annual catalog. And one of the best things about the annual catalog is getting a good look at some of the new in colors that are coming. And so I was able to get all of those in colors, and I'm going to share them with you. I did not buy the re-inkers yet. They'll be on an upcoming order, but I did get some of the other essentials of those. So I'm going to pull them out one at a time, and we'll look at those. This is the first one, and this is called Polished Pink. Now, I want to call it Positively Pink. Years ago, I think way back when the ink pads were completely different, and I was just starting out as a stamper, they had that color. And this reminds me of that, but pink is really not my wheelhouse. It's not the color I go to, but this is a pretty nice color. And so here's the ink pad. And you do want to put on the stickers that are on the bottom of your ink pad. They have them in all the languages, and I just go a little bit crazy. I figure if I've got these, I'm going to use them. So I do the one in English here on the front where it's going to fit into my holder. And then there's one that doesn't have any language at all that goes right here in the front. And I really have a hard time ever putting those on without getting ink all over my fingers. And then I take two of the others and just put them on the sides. I teach classes. I want my people to know what they're stamping, so I try to keep that where they can see it. And then there is a beautiful ribbon with each of these. I've got a ribbon here that I had tied for something and didn't use, so it ties really, really pretty. And they have that in all of the colors. And then we have blends in all of the colors. So, well, Tina, you're going to love getting all your stuff, I know. what I'm going to do as we're talking is I'm going to do the blends on a piece of paper so you can see what they look like. It's the first time I'm opening them, but this is the light polished pink, and okay, this is the dark polished pink. And it may change as it dries just a little bit. Let me again note to you that the pens have a bullet point, and you can tell that by the small tip here and the thin line, and then a brush point. And you can see it's thicker here, and that's an easy way to tell what you're about to get. So there you go with the polished pink. I'm going to move some of these products out of the way. I'm going to leave my pink so I can pull it back out. And the next one is Pale Papaya. I just think that's gorgeous. The new catalog has a suite in there that's all about peaches, and I see this as part of that. This is Pale Papaya. Here's the color of the cardstock. I have the ribbon in that. It's the same design as the polished pink. I haven't opened that one yet. Here's the pad. And then we'll do a little bit with the blends here. So I'm going to do the light Pale Papaya. And then this would be the dark. Okay, just a real pretty light orange, I guess, or peachy color is what it looks like to me. You know, we ought to use that with the ice cream and make us peach ice cream. That's a good southern thing that we like around. Now, if you know me, you know that I love the greens, and we have two greens in our end colors for this year. This one is called Soft Succulent. Soft Succulent. Isn't that beautiful? And I have this ribbon open so you can see how pretty that looks. It's just gorgeous. You know, one of the best things about Stampin' Up is all of the coordination, and you can see we have the paper, we have the ink, we have the ribbons, we have the markers. They're also Stampin' Right markers. I don't have those yet, but it's all just gorgeous. It all just goes together so effortlessly. And so let's do the blends on this. So this is the light Soft Succulent, and this is the dark Soft Succulent. I really like those. Okay. So the next color that I'm going to pull out is green again. It's a darker green, and it's called Evening Evergreen. Okay, so I have the paper. It's a really rich dark green. It's darker than the shaded spruce. I don't have comparisons out here with me right now, but it's really pretty. And so I haven't opened this ribbon yet. Here's the pad and the blends that go with that. So we'll go ahead and see what these blends look like. So this is the light Evening Evergreen, and this is the dark Evening Evergreen. Ooh, that is deep. Really pretty. You can see I didn't space my things out very well. The last color that we're going to look at is Fresh Freesia. And let's see, here's my ribbon. This one I have opened. It's just, the ribbon is just so pretty. Here's the pad. And then we have the blends in that. So let me show you first the light Fresh Freesia. This reminds me a little bit of the purple that just went out, and I think it's a little deeper than that purple was. I think it has maybe, I don't know, I started to say maybe a little more red to it, but I'm not sure that would be what it would be. Okay, so here are the 5 colors together. And I'll just put that up there for a minute. So we have, as I said, the polished pink, the pale papaya, and then the soft succulent, the evening evergreen, and then the fresh freesia. Okay, so there they are. They are really pretty. There's also some in-color rhinestones. Let me open these up. I set them down here on these. So they have the rhinestones that go along with that as well. So really, really nice. Now, when I first looked at that, I thought, you know, some years those colors go together so well. I just wasn't sure about these, but I'm going to give you a little sneak peek into a post that I'm going to have tomorrow. This is for the One Stamp at a Time blog hop. And we have to do a card and a 3D item. I'm just going to show you the card quickly. And as I said, that's going to be on my blog post tomorrow. So here that is. And this is using all of the colors, the soft succulent, the evening evergreen, pale papaya, the fresh freesia, and the polished pink. And I thought that turned out pretty well. So I like that a lot. I hope you do. And there'll be a write-up about it and my 3D project that I made to go along with that tomorrow on my blog post. In fact, tomorrow I'll have 2 blog posts because I also do on Thursdays the Create with Mary and Connie, or Connie and Mary, Connie and Mary Thursday challenge. So there you go. Those are the in colors. And I have to say I'm very pleased with them. So let's move on and look at a few other things that we have. Now there is a suite that is called Simply Elegant. And we were not able to order the designer series paper that goes with that. Hi, Sue. It does look like Handsome Hunter, Tina. I just saw your comment. You're right. I always like that color too. But anyway, we were not able to get the Simply Elegant Designer Series paper, but this stamp set is called Elegantly Said. I love the font on here. It looks, it changes from a printing to a, well, it's not really, well, maybe it is cursive writing. But really, really pretty. And then this is a tag punch, the Elegant Tag Punch that goes along with this set. And then we're getting the gold and the silver twine back. It's called the Simply Elegant Trim. Now, I haven't taken the time to look, but I do still have some of the old trim. I don't know if this is, it looks like it's the same or very close. I haven't put it side by side to check the colors. I don't know if anybody else has or not. But anyway, this is part of the Elegantly Said, or I'm sorry, the Simply Elegant suite. Now you will be able to get the stamp set and the punch as a bundle and save your 10%. So this one is one I'm really looking forward to trying. And when you see the paper that goes with it, it is it's a specialty paper, and it has the metallics in it and the flowers, and it's just a really nice, really wonderful paper. Now, we're also going to have in the catalog these Pansy Suite. It's called Pansy Petals. And the stamp set is called Pansy Patch. And again, this has a mixed font in it. And it's really, really a pretty font. The dies will make up your pretty pansies. And you know how pansies are in all colors and stuff. I can't wait to see what people make with this. I can't wait to, I haven't had time to play with it yet, but it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. And going along with this is some paper. And hold on, be patient with me a minute and I'll get the paper out. And of course it's our 12 by 12. And I'll just put it out one by one. So look at all the colors though in this paper. Just so pretty, and so many choices and inks and papers to go with that. Now the dies will also cut out some of those images in the paper. Now I haven't looked to see exactly which ones, but yeah, that one will cut out that. And then I'm assuming that this one, yeah, will cut out these. So it's nice to have that ease of creation available. So let me put those back. And go ahead and be showing you the rest of the paper. And of course, Stampin' Up! Is just great with the florals. There's 6. They're great with the florals, and evidently people buy the florals because they keep producing the florals. But I'd have to say I'm guilty. I buy all those florals. On the back, we've got some gingham in some of our in colors. I just love that. I love gingham. I love dots. I love these stripes. I love greens together. So a very, very pretty set of papers to go with the pansies. So there's also some bumblebee trinkets that go with this. And I just chose not to get those. I often buy those things and then I don't use them. So anyway, I love the pansies. Yeah, Faith, I'm glad you got them. You'll enjoy it. So that is the Pansy Patch bundle. You can get these 2 as a bundle and save the 10%. You can also order the suite as a whole. That's another thing that Stampin' Up! Has is where you can order the whole suite with just one number. It just makes things easier. So let me lay this down somewhere. And I'm going to bring out this paper called Beauty of the Earth. There is a whole suite. I'm sorry, I'm sucking on a cough drop so I don't cough while I'm talking to you guys. There's a whole suite called Beauty of the Earth. And we could not get the entire thing. There was an embossing folder missing, and I just decided to wait until we could get the stamp set and die and the embossing all at the same time. So I didn't get that, but I did get the paper. And the reason I did that is because I am doing a paper share. If you are interested, it's all of these new papers plus a couple of the specialty papers. And it's on my blog today. So if you're interested, go to lovetocreate.typepad.com and the information would be there. I'd love to help you with the paper share. This is just look at that. You can cut that in half and have 3 whole cards. There's not much you're going to have to do to that. Just beautiful colors. You can use this in the fall. You can use it now. It's just pretty. And let's see what they've got on the back of this. Okay. This one, of course, how can you not like anything that looks like wood? This one looks like it has trees, sky, something beautiful. To me, this looks like Christmas. Wouldn't have to be, of course. And then, look at that, all the colors. They do have dies in this that can cut the canopy or of the tree. And I can see using those on this paper, and then you're going to have all those colors in an easy tree. Here's your wood for the tree, and you'll have that done. So I will be getting the rest of this suite at some time, but I did not get it yet. Okay, this one is my absolute favorite. It's called Hand Pinned. And I just need to figure out where I put it all. But this one is, and I told you I keep buying the flowers. This one has, you can color it with your blends, or you can color it in with these stamps that fill in your images. And then the dies have a cute little scalloped border. Has something, it's going to cut out this with this outline, and then there's a detailed, I'm not exactly sure how you would use that over this image. I haven't stamped with it yet, and just looks very interesting. I like it when they have more than one of some of the small dies, so that you could do your cutting out a little bit easier. Now, of course, you can get the hand-pinned bundle at a savings of 10%. But there's more that goes with this. And I think what sold me mostly was the Designer Series paper. This stuff is just so gorgeous. Okay, so just look at those colors together. Okay, the colors in this are Basic Black, Blushing Bride, Cinnamon Cider, Daffodil Delight, Garden Green, Highland Heather, Mint Macaron, Misty Moonlight, Pale Papaya, Pool Party, and Basic White. So again, here's another set of papers that has lots of different colors you can choose from. I love this one. You know what? I love them all. Look at that. This reminds me of my grandmother. She sewed, and she liked to sew things with teeny tiny prints. And so when I see something that's a floral like this with the teeny tiny prints, I think of Mama Blackwell. That was her name. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I guess this is the last. Okay, but those are just so pretty. Hey Beth, how are you? That was a nice email you sent me today. And then on the other side, oh my goodness, just look at that. Look at this purple. The Pale Papaya with the dots. It just, they are so pretty. Just so pretty. Well, that is not all that we can get so far with the hand-pinned suite. They have the Genial Gems, and I'm not sure what colors those are supposed to be. Let's see if it tells me on my paper. It does not. It's almost like a pale cinnamon cidery look, and then one of the greens, maybe a soft succulent. And they also have the memories and more cards. Now, I don't usually buy stuff like the memories and more cards, but this whole suite just has me. It's just gorgeous. I'll just turn over some of these and let you see. There's 2 of each. These are the memories and more cards. Now you can use this for scrapbooking, but I don't really do scrapbooking. But you can use these on cards and make some easy cards to go with this. They also have cards, not cards, but envelopes. Well, let me read back here. It is, hold on, I don't know the names of everything. Cards and envelopes, I guess, that go along with all of this. And the envelopes have pretty colors on the flap, and cards that go with all of these, and they were not quite available yet, so we could not get those yet. So I'll just flip through some of these a little faster, but you can see how many are in a pack, and look at that. How easy to make a card. Okay, I'm going to pull in some paper. Nah, not that. But to do just a card front and put that in the front, just beautiful. And then they also have some stickers. Here's 2 each of 2 different kinds of designs. And these are just stickers that pull off. And then they have the larger size that you can cut down to fit your cards. So don't discount the memories and more cards. They're just, in this pack, they're beautiful. Look at that. That's probably my favorite. Okay, I'll move these aside. I could look at those for a long time, but you would get bored. So the hand-pinned petals, and the suite is called hand-pinned. All right. They're trying not to get us all confused this time, maybe. Okay, well, I still have some more goodies that I'd like to share with you. I did get some other bundles. I went just a little bit crazy, to tell you the truth, and just picked out quite a bit. This stamp set is called Quiet Meadow, and just a real pretty little flower. But in these dies, you're going to get, turn them around, you're going to get a lot. I meant to have some time to cut some of these out, and I didn't get it done, but you're just going to have a lot of flowers that you can cut out. You could do it with white on white, and maybe use your blending brushes to kind of give it some color, and then cut it out, or whatever you desire to do. But it's just I can't wait to see what some of the people do with these. This one, okay. And even if you just want shapes in the background, this is just really neat. So, and they have some butterflies to go with that, and a little label piece, and a tag. I love little tags like that. Wouldn't that love be pretty on that tag? Okay. So there's Quiet Meadow. And then the card that I showed you earlier is made using this bundle. It's called Flowers of Friendship. And it also has a punch called Flowers and Leaves punch. I should be able to remember that, shouldn't I? Flowers and leaves. Anyway, I have a little tip about punching these out. When you are stamping with this larger flower right here, notice that on the punch, the petals go straight up and down and across. So stamp them that way on your paper. And I usually just cut a strip of paper just a tad bigger than what I'm using. But stamp it with your petals straight up and down. And from what I can tell, this punch will punch it out no matter which one you have at the top. I didn't have any trouble at all trying to match up the petals, so they are pretty uniform when you get ready to do that. Okay, but then when you stamp the smaller flower, you want to stamp that on your paper so that you have an X sign, and that's going to help you get that paper through here and get that punched out a little bit easier. So look at your punch and see which direction these are going, and that's going to help you when you punch them out. Okay, for the leaves, I'm not sure what to tell you there. I just did little strips of the green. I did stamp them. I think it's going to be a lot easier if you just punch them without the stamping. But punch them all in the same direction and pay attention to one's going out that way and one's going this way. So kind of pay attention to that when you're stamping as well, and that's going to make things a little bit easier for you with those. So Flowers of Friendship. And look at this font. Look how pretty that is with the cursive handwriting. Hopefully the younger people would be able to read that. As a retired teacher, they're not teaching cursive, I don't think, right now, and that's kind of a shame. Alrighty, the next thing, oh, wait a minute, I did get a couple other of these bundles. Let me turn it back. The next one that I want to show you is called Inspired Thoughts Bundle. And speaking of kind of a different font, this is just different, and I like that it's different. I've heard some others say they weren't too excited about it, but anyway, I do like that. And some nice sayings. It's your time to be remembered and feel appreciated and to know you're celebrated. I like that. Sheltering you with love at a time when words fall short. Yeah. Okay, there's some good ones there. And just wait till you see these dies that go with the Inspired Thoughts. Look at the canopy of trees. Now this would be a pretty thing to cut on that Beauty of the Earth Designer Series paper and put up in these trees as well. The Beauty of the Earth, I believe, has a single tree. And I feel like we haven't had some, just really good trees with branches, and so I really like this a lot. Inspired Thoughts. Sadly, I haven't had time to play with this stuff very much, just the one card that I showed you. And then one more bundle is this one called Color and Contour. And what I liked about this bundle, I like being able to save the 10% by getting it as a bundle. And what really sold me on this one was the dies. So these are called Scallop Contours dies. And they have some beautiful, besides cutting out these flowers that are in the stamp set, they have a beautiful stitched scallop right there that would be big enough to do along a card front. And then all of these rectangles with different designs around the outside. This one with the open scallops. This one has dots around just the inside. This one has stitching. This one has dot, line, dot, line, dot. And then here's the little open circles in each scallop. So really some pretty rectangles in there. Very versatile, and lots of ways that you can use that. In fact, I did use on this card, I used this die right here. There on that, and on my 3D item I made a tag, and I used this one for my tag. It fit I don't think I used it on that stamp set. I used it on the pinned. No, I used it on something. Actually, Flowers of Friendship. I think I did it with that on my 3D item. So, already getting a little use from that. Okay. I think that is it. So, let me bring out again just the little sheet that has the different colors of the blends. Let me bring back in the in colors here. We'll just add that there. And let me bring back in the catalog. So this is the front cover. We can't open it. And so there's what I have. It's probably more than I should have ordered, but let me just tell you, they had some items that we could not order yet due to all the shipping problems. I think we might blame the Suez Canal for that. But anyway, there were some things that we couldn't get, and once those are available, I'll be making another order. So thank you so much for listening and looking. Thank you, Tina and Faith and Beth and Sue. That might be about it that I saw make comments, but thank you so much for joining me. If there's anything I can do to help you, you just let me know. And remember, 25 sheets of designer series paper, 4 by 5 1/4, with a $50 order using this host code. That's going to be during the month of April. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Now you go stamp something.